There's no such thing as a small disaster. So when you call 1-800-WATER-DAMAGE of North Dakota, we come prepared to restore your life back to normal. From burst pipes to unexpected mold discoveries or fire damage, when things couldn't be worse, we come to you with our best. With empathy, local expertise, and a truck full of seriously powerful equipment. 1-800-WATER-DAMAGE of North Dakota. Restoring what matters most. 701-670-2022.
Hello and a happy Tuesday afternoon to you. This is First Alert Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Russ Thomas. A beautiful blue sunny sky out there today. Just want to remind you that our weather update for the afternoon is brought to you by 1-800-WATER-DAMAGE of North Dakota. So getting back to that blue sky, really pretty out there today. Again, temperatures much like they have been recently, very cold out there. Single digits to a few spots, even slightly below zero. We're going to look at the rest of this week and talk about the fact that it is going to continue to be cold, in particular Thursday and Friday, but there is a warm-up on the way, looking good there, and we'll have an opportunity for a little bit of snow as well as we head toward the weekend. Let's go ahead and look full screen at what we've got out there. And again, you can see this beautiful blue sky that we do have in place. And this is something we talked about yesterday, that really throughout the rest of the week, we are going to see a good deal of sunshine. It's just going to come with those very cold temperatures. Speaking of those very cold temperatures, here's where we're sitting right now. And again, just about all locations at this point are above the zero mark. The one exception we have here in our region is Langdon at 2 below. We have 6 in Fargo, 6 in Grand Forks, as warm as 10 in Oaks and Sisseton. Lakes Country, we are looking at low single digits, same with northwest Minnesota. Cold weather advisory back in place starting 10 p.m. this evening, going through 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, and this is for those areas shaded in blue. You can see much of northwest Minnesota down through portions of Lakes Country, and then northeast North Dakota as well. So again, those temperatures are going to be very cold. Wind chills as low as 35 below, and of course frostbite. The biggest issue if you do plan on spending any amount of time outdoors, we've been talking about this the last probably week or so or close to it, when it got really cold, especially early Thursday, and since then, is limiting that time outdoors, because again, you spend much time out there, even as though the temperatures are a little warmer than what we saw this weekend. So a little bit of a bump, feels a little better out there, still frigidly cold. Okay, let's take a look at our next weather maker, and this is really focusing on Thursday and Friday and a brief cold snap. Now, of course, it is very cold now, so what we're talking about is temperatures actually getting just a little bit colder. In particular, the morning hours, particularly for both air temperature and, of course, those wind chills as well. In just a second, we will take a look at what we are expecting for the wind chills. Here's what we've got temperature-wise for you. Devil's Lake, 13 below, and 16 below Thursday and Friday. For Detroit Lakes, 14 below both days. 6 below and 11 below in Jamestown. Moving quickly to Fargo, Grand Forks, Bemidji. You can see both mornings are going to be frigid. Friday a little more so, and you're going to see that here in just a second. We're going to look at the wind chills. Now again, Thursday and Friday are going to be sunny, going to be pretty days out there. They are just going to be cold. We'll see nice sunrises, and again, wind chills are going to be pretty miserable out there, so it'll be nice. I keep saying this, but kind of looking out the window at those temperatures, but getting out in it, just not very comfortable at this point. Going to go ahead and jump ahead, move into the wind chill forecast. Now we're looking here Thursday midnight, so our first stop is actually going to be at about 6, 7 o'clock on Thursday morning. You can see mid-30s, even a couple upper 30s below. There we'll say Thief River Falls there. That is the cold spot wind chill-wise, 37 below Thursday morning. Fargo not quite as bad, about 17 below. Gwinner, Oaks, Jamestown, all single digits below when you factor in the wind chill. So again, not going to be terrible for all spots, but it's still going to be very cold. And again, there are going to be those exceptions where those numbers are in the 30s below. Jumping ahead, we're going to stop again on Friday morning. I think Friday is the coldest in terms of our wind chill. We've got 32 below Fargo, 37 below Fallston, 39 below in Thief River. And again, you can see no single digits below the wind chill. It's all double digits as we get into your Friday morning. One more stop for you, going to hit Saturday morning, and again, it is going to be very cold out there, pretty similar to Friday, a little bit better though. And then by the time we hit Saturday afternoon, we start to see a warm up, so that is good news, and we'll get to that in just 1 second with our air temperatures. I do want to look at, again, it says the last weekend of January here, in particular Friday, Saturday, also getting into Sunday, which technically is the first day of February. By the way, that sounds so good to me, getting out of the month of January. I know some of you like January, a lot of friends with birthdays. got a kid and a grandson who also have birthdays in January, but I will be honest with you, I'm ready to go ahead and get into February. Now you can see Friday afternoon itself, while it is going to be cold, again as mentioned, it is going to be sunny. We look ahead at our Saturday morning, still looking at some sunshine, but you notice this system off to our west working its way toward our region. By the time we get to about 3, 4, 5, 6 in the afternoon, some of that snow starting to work its way into the region. Again, mainly eastern North Dakota at this point. Again, this is still several days out. Weather models more than likely going to make a few adjustments here and there as far as timing and strength, but it does look like the bulk of the system is going to move across the region from late Saturday afternoon through Sunday morning. By the time we hit about 9, 10 in the morning on Sunday, we'll start to see that snow begin to exit the region, and we'll be left with a cloudy sky, a little bit of a north wind behind the front, but I'll be honest with you, overall, our temperatures are trending up as we head towards Sunday and certainly next week. By the time we hit Monday, we'll start to see some clearing skies. What about potential snowfall? Right now, as we look at the weekend, we're not expecting a lot of snow with this system. I think there is the potential for a couple inches between Grand Forks down to about Fargo, heading to most of eastern North Dakota. But I do think the max total at this point looks like it's going to be about 2 inches. I think most areas an inch, maybe 2. So again, kind of trade-off here. We're going to be very cold but dry and sunny Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Then on Saturday, Sunday, our temperatures start to warm, but we do start to see those opportunities for snowfall. So first alert forecast starting tonight, heading into the overnight hours and tomorrow. Clear sky. Overall, again, just cold. Cold, especially with those wind chills tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., about 8 below Fargo, same for Grand Forks, 14 below in Falston, 11 below in Bemidji. Not quite as bad. Lisbon, we're expecting a low of right about 0, Jamestown about 1. Tomorrow, not much of a warm-up. We'll see a few clouds move through the region, but generally speaking, a mostly sunny day tomorrow. Moving ahead to your Wednesday night, Thursday morning, again, we wake up very cold, but we are going to wake up to sunny conditions out there for our Thursday. Take a look at our lows for tomorrow morning. And again, air temperature here, we mentioned Lisbon 0, Jamestown a low of 0, Oaks 2 above, Siston 2 above. So not all areas going to drop below 0 tonight. Nevertheless, very cold regardless. 11 below Roseau and Langdon. Thief River at 12 below. That is the coldest of spots. Now tomorrow afternoon, I'm going to pop this up full screen for you in just a second, but as you can see, and you will see when I get out of the way here, there we go. Afternoon temperatures tomorrow are going to be generally single digits above to single digits below. Let's close in on northeast North Dakota, and you can see 1, Grafton, Candu, Devils Lake, Cavalier as well, Grand Forks. We're looking at 2 below in Langdon, about 5 New Rockford, Harvey, Carrington at 6. So we will climb a little bit in those locations. Partly cloudy and mostly sunny northwest Minnesota. And again, either way, notice every temperature we see here on the board, and that's about 10 locations, 12 locations there. No warmer than 2, no colder than 2 below. So pretty consistent in how cold it is going to be across the region tomorrow afternoon. Now you get farther south, a little bit warmer. Ellendale coming in at 12 tomorrow afternoon, Lemoore 9, Foreman 9, Sisseton 9, and again that comes under a sunny sky. A little colder in Lakes Country, single digits above, about 0 to about 4 degrees in those locations. Fargo coming in with a high of 2. Looking at our forecast here, 3-day planner, high temperatures 2, 1, and 1. Lows 9 below, 13 below, 15 below. So while we are not as cold as we were last Thursday, Friday, and this past weekend, still very cold. Now, here's where we transition. Saturday, Sunday, temperature starts to warm. 17 on Saturday, snow showers, maybe a mix of precipitation as well. Late Saturday, Saturday night into early Sunday. But notice that low, only 12 Sunday morning, warming up to 25 during the afternoon. Monday, Tuesday, right through next week. Again, first week of February, looking, well, not bad. 23 Monday, 26 Tuesday. We're going to warm all the way to 30 as it looks right now, heading into next Friday. I do think a chance for a few snowflakes on Tuesday and Wednesday. Minimal chances, but they will be there. Otherwise, we're looking partly to mostly cloudy. So again, the next 3 days kind of working our way through those cold temperatures that we've seen for the last week. Again, a little improvement, but not much. And then we jump into the weekend, opportunity for some light snow, maybe an inch or 2 late Saturday through early Sunday. And then finally warming up at least for that first week of February. Obviously, February, another very cold month. Not as cold on average as December and January. So good news there. Slowly progressing through winter here. But obviously, we're still going to see a window in February where more than likely we're going to jump back into the frigid temperatures once again. But at least for a week, it looks like it is going to warm up into the 20s, maybe even low 30s. That will be welcome. Hope you have a wonderful evening.
Small disaster. So when you call 1-800-WATER DAMAGE of North Dakota, we come prepared to restore your life back to normal. From burst pipes to unexpected mold discoveries or fire damage, when things couldn't be worse, we come to you with our best. With empathy, local expertise, and a truck full of seriously powerful equipment. 1-800-WATER DAMAGE of North Dakota. Restoring what matters most. 701-670-2022.